went past, or a truck went past with pigs in them on their way to the slaughterhouse, and I thought that's really cruel. We shouldn't do that. We should. And then I thought actually, if I still eat meat, then I'm part of that, so I should stop eating meat.
We don't need meat to survive. We're actually a lot healthier on a balanced plant-based diet. It's been shown that animal products are packed full of like saturated fat and cholesterol, whereas you can get all the nutrients you need from a plant-based diet minus all these unwanted extras, I guess. Eating meat is also linked to obesity, diabetes, cancer, heart disease. Obviously, the meat, egg and dairy industries aren't providing all the information to people, showing them the reality of what goes on, because if they did, they stand to lose money. Once people saw the horrific suffering going on factory farms, less likely to be eating the animal products. So obviously the big industries who could be providing information have a vested interest not to, which again is why it's so important that charities like PETA are getting the information out there to people, showing them the videos from undercover investigations and providing all the information, which to some extent is obviously being hidden from the public.
I think I'd say to meetings, don't put it to the back of your head anymore, because I did that, and I just kept putting it to the back of my head that it wasn't happening, And then confronted with the truth, I was like, okay, now I need to take responsibility for my life and the way I live it. And I think if everybody did that, then we'd live in a much nicer world.
I think so. I think times have changed. When I became a vegetarian many years ago, it was very difficult, and I felt like I had to defend myself all the time. And I'm sure that vegans at that time probably had an even harder time. But now it's everywhere. It's on internet. It's on TV. There are cookbooks. There are so many recipe books that you can buy that are completely vegetarian. It's actually really mainstream, I think. Veganism is becoming more known as well. If you now say I'm vegan, most people know what it means.
The thing is today, vegetarian vegan diet becoming a lot more mainstream, a lot more popular. It really is so easy. A lot of people think it's hard, but once you give it a go, you see how easy it is.
It's just something in your mind that you think it may be difficult. You have to check all the ingredients, but it really isn't difficult at all.
Well, actually nowadays most restaurants will have both vegetarian and vegan options on the menu, so it's very easy to go out and get food. And it's very easy to veganise everyday food such as pizzas or tacos without cheese. Failing that, you have a quick word with the chef and they will most likely come up with a vegan dish for you.
I think vegans were really harshly judged up until recently, and I think the more celebrities have come out, like say Russell Brand and Katie Brand have just done, and Woody Harrelson is a vegan, I think Steve O is. I think that makes people go, oh well, they're really cool people, and they're not unhealthy, so maybe it is easy to be a vegan.
More and more people are concerned about animals and the environment and their own health these days. I think that's really mainstream.
This is obviously helped along by celebrities, people like Paul McCartney, Pamela Anderson, who vegetarian and vegan, and the fact that they're willing to speak out about their dietary choice and the suffering that the animals go through on factory farms. I just think that has quite a significant influence on people.
So I think it's much more accepted these days to become vegetarian vegan. You don't have to feel ostracized.
We can, recommend or suggest other sites to people. A good idea is always for people to try and find a local either vegetarian vegan group. Essentially, once you meet one or two other people, then they know other people. They know where you can get good veg and vegan food, or shops that sell it and things like that. Holland and Barrett and health food stores are a fantastic place for people who like the kind of meat and dairy alternatives. If they want extra vitamins, supplements, they often have the vegetarian vegan options.
I think these events are very important, especially today where it's the admission is almost free. People can come in any time. They can see the talks that are given here. They can sample food. They can socialise with people, and I think that really makes you feel like part of a network and part of a bigger group where you're connected. Where maybe 15 years ago people were very isolated. Today we have the internet, we've got Facebook, we've got websites, all the information's out there. We have a scheme called Vegan Pledge, where people sign up, go vegan for a week, 2 weeks, a month, and they get a mentor, a buddy in a sense, who helps them to answer any questions they've got, and they can be pointed in the right direction, for example. And if your family isn't really supportive, then you could also give them leaflets, you can point them to websites. Particularly for youth, this may be an issue where their parents may actually tell their children what to do.
Definitely people in the public eye should come out and make it more acceptable and make people see that just because you're a vegan it doesn't mean to say that you're unhealthy or that you're like too skinny or that you're always ill. In fact, you're less ill. I think I've put weight on since I've been a vegan.
Well, the truth is, you go shopping with vegetarian or vegan, their trolleys overflowing, most of the same things that everyone eats, just, meat substitutes or whatever, no actual meat or dairy in there. But no, I mean, obviously, as I say at Peter, we obviously don't see it as bizarre, and it is becoming more and more popular. Like I say, we get like 10,000 requests a year for our vegetarian vegan starter kit, and I think people are like becoming more aware of where the food is coming from, and people are asking more questions, and in turn, when they find out, many people are deciding to drop animal products from their diet.